Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again. And first off, let me say, I hope everyone had a great 4th of July. It was really great rest. It was a lot of fun, a lot of food, great fireworks. So yeah, I hope everyone had as good a 4th as I did. But it's done, and it's now time that we get on to Marvel Legends. And today we're going to kick off the Marvel Legends, actually the Hasbro Blob series, Marvel Legends Thor. Yes, the Asgardian god of thunder himself. I'll make no secrets about it. Thor is one of the coolest characters, in my opinion, in Marvel. I think Thor is awesome, and I have been really looking forward to this Thor movie coming out. I am so stoked. But of course, from the last wave, we got Beta Ray Bill and the Thor Buster armor for Iron Man. Hey, had to get Thor, and I decided to go ahead and go with this one for the Blob series. The Blob. But this is the Hasbro line of Marvel Legends, so we're going to get a chance to take a look and see some of the differences from Toy Biz. Obviously, the differences is in the packaging. Very involved. I like Hasbro's packaging, at least. Very involved. I mean, every character is very unique. He's got his portrait up at the top. Has the 4 panels of his comic versions. And of course, the very fancy Marvel Legends logo. So really, really cool, really awesome. Whereas the Toy Biz come in a clamshell, or did come in a clamshell, Marvel Legends has this very hard card on the back. Other figures in the wave, well, we've got Thor, who's actually the second figure, but I like him, so we're going to do him first. Got She-Hulk, Ultimate Wolverine, Jean Grey, Yellow Jacket, Zorn, Quicksilver, X3 Juggernaut, and, of course, the Blob when we're done. The Build-A-Figure collection. Here we have the stats on Thor. 6'6", 640 pounds. Real name Thor Odinson. Odin's son. Identity public, alias is none. Affiliation to the Thor Corps. Superhuman strength, endurance, resistance to injury. Melanor enables flight and dimensional travel. Arguably the most powerful hero in the Marvel Universe and loyal avenger, Thor is the son of Odin and the Lord of Asgard, realm of the gods. He first came to Earth nearly 2,000 years ago to lead Vikings in battle, and has since returned many times in the guise of both god and mortal. Through it all, his long war with his stepbrother Loki has never abated, with the evil trickster god laying snares for the hero at every turn. Thanks to Thor's friends, among Earth's mightiest heroes, the Avengers, and his legendary hammer Melanor, Loki has always returned to Asgard, hanging his head in defeat. So Thor is very, very cool. That's a quick look at him in the pack. We'll take a moment, we'll pop him open, have a look, and have some fun. Be right back. Alright, we're back, and we've got Thor out of the pack. Wow. This is going to be a tough one because I like Thor a lot, and chances are I'm going to forgive quite a bit. But a couple of things that just there's no way to get around him. First off, you can tell by the way he's standing that he is in a slightly pre-posed kind of mold. Kind of comes a little pre-posed. He's got the double joint at the knee, but the way the leg is actually posed, it puts one foot a little further back and down a little bit lower than the other. So he definitely looks as though that he's leaning over to the side. The way the cape is sculpted, it doesn't help. It looks like he's staggering in, either from battle or from being drunk. I don't know. But yeah, it's certainly not a plus. Along the same lines, or talking about the cape, you may not be able to tell, or you might, The cape is actually on plastic pegs. The pegs are made of the same soft plastic as the cape, and when they try and go into kind of the harder plastic of its shoulder pads, they'll bend and they don't really go in straight or very firmly. So, the cape just comes on and off very simply. Once you have him posed and it's on there, it's not a problem, but you're not going to be able to do a whole lot with him wearing his cape. Now, Thor does actually look pretty flat. And by that I mean there's nothing much in his skin tone or in the armor. There's no wash or dry brushes. Not a whole lot to kind of really make the character pop. He's got tons of these veins across his arm and hands. I mean, no one's doubting this is a huge, big dude. But again, it doesn't really pop out because there's nothing there to really bring it out. There's no extra paint added to it. In terms of the paint, I mean, he does have the paint on the wristbands, which, they're not great, but they're okay. He does have a few drops of silver that got into his hair, and there's a chip on one of the buckles, so that's a little disappointing. The blue on the legs, the paint on the sides, that's all very nice. The boots are actually sculpted out of this orangish gold plastic, so not as much going on as far as the paint job on the boots or that type of thing. Nice highlights in the hair. I gotta say that looks actually pretty nice. I do like my Thor to be a little bit more angry, a little bit more enraged. So if his eyes were squinting and his mouth was open, that would be more of the kind of Thor I want to see. Looks a little mellow there. But that is a very cool helmet. As a matter of fact, I actually like this one quite a bit because even though Hasbro doesn't come with comics, this is the Thor that actually did battle with a Thor Buster Iron Man. So I am kind of glad that I have this Thor right here. The chainmail on his top looks really good. And just overall, I think it's a good figure. I just think it could have definitely been better. Oh, on the articulation. Now the head, it is on either a ball, I guess it's a ball joint, but it doesn't turn very well, and it doesn't really go up or down a whole lot. So not much going to be going on in the head. The arms do go up and twist. No twist in the bicep. Has a bend at the elbow and a twist at the elbow. So nothing in the bicep, but in the single joint in the elbow. Twist in the wrist, and actually a hinge. So that's kind of cool. It's got a clicky crunch. And twist at the waist. His legs do come out and out again. As I mentioned before, double joint at the knee. No twist up at the top of the boot, but his foot does twist, and a hinge at the ankle. So not too bad. Oop. Stand up now. His hammer, Melzinar. I don't think I've ever seen the hammer look this beat up, this ragged. I mean, it's something where I always seen it very smooth and very pristine, and especially recently, we get the carving on the side about, if you're pure of heart and, such and such and such and this. Here, it's really just kind of this dry brushed gray, head with this generic brown handle. Nothing fantastic. In the way of his additional accessory, this is the axe from the Masters of the Universe Classic He-Man. This is the axe that comes with Thor. Not playing around. So actually pretty impressive, actually not too bad. Whereas some people might give Thor maybe a 3.5 maybe. out of 5. You know, I definitely give him a 4. You know, kind of a 7.5 or 8, I guess would be the translation. You know, I like Thor. I like this version of Thor. My only gripe is that he could have been a lot better. He also comes with the headpiece to Blob, who we'll certainly take a look at more when we get him finished. But this has been the Review Revolution, saying rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.